Alright, very last one for JavaScript. And so we've got scope. Scope is a set of variables, objects, and functions you have access to. Data. JavaScript has two scopes, global and local. A variable that is declared outside a function definition is a global variable, and its value is accessible and modifiable through your program. A variable that is declared inside a function definition is local. It is created and destroyed every time the function is executed, and it cannot be accessed by any code outside the function. Functions defined inside other functions, known as nested functions, have access to their parent function's scope. Pay attention to the comments in the code below. Var a equals 4. A is a global variable. It can be accessed by the function below. Function foo. Var b equals a times 3. B cannot be accessed outside foo function, but can be accessed by functions defined inside foo. Function bar c, another b variable, is created inside bar function scope. The changes to this new b variable don't affect the old b variable. Console log abc bar b times 4. Running the foo function gets you 4, 2, and 48. IIFE, immediately invoked function expression, is a common pattern for creating local scopes. Example, function. The function expression is surrounded by parentheses. Variables defined here can't be accessed outside the function. The function is immediately invoked. Create a file. The challenge. Create a file named touch scope.js. In that file, copy the following code. Use your knowledge of I'm very much against copying code, but that's what it's telling us to do, so we'll go ahead and follow along. Scope. Did I make a scope file? Did I run it? I did not. There we go. Paste it. Deal with it later. Use your knowledge of variable scope and place the following code inside one of the functions in scope.js. So the output a equals 1, b equals 8, c equals 6. Check to see if your program is correct by running this command. javascripting verify scope.js. And we'll go back to Visual Studio. So let's see. Spend this whole video is just going to be me fixing this. Well, what it's saying is that global and local variables are two completely different things as far as the computer is concerned. Variables, generally speaking, inside of certain parentheses are going to be local, only to what's inside those parentheses. But anything outside, like this, is completely outside of any of the functions. So the computer is just going to assume that it's global and run it for any functions we might have outside of what's inside here. It's the best explanation I got. So what are we doing? Console logging, node, what is it? Scope, JS. We want A to be 1, B to be 8, and C to be 6. So let's see. A to be 1. Yeah, we should probably make a comment. A to be 1, B to be 8, C 6. Okay. Well, this one I do not believe would work. This might work. Let's try this one. Save it. And we'll run it. Yep. Explanation. 1 A is already set to 1 here, so we don't have to worry about it. As far as C is declared here instead of our first function, and B equals 5. B becomes overwritten when we get to our second function because it's more local, I guess would be the terminology. And so I kind of just intuitively guessed that and got it correct on the first try. But that seems like it would work. Let's see if it'll run. Scope, here's a full official solution in case you want to compare notes. Yep, I got it. I've kind of done this before too, so I mean in the future I won't be going through the problem set on the sly and then try to come back and look like a wizard. You'll see all my mistakes in the future. So that's it for our JavaScripting series of Note School. Like, comment, and see you in the next playlist and or the next video. Well, there won't be a next video for JavaScripting, but I'll upload again. Peace.